call this
You
meeting
probably said
order.
no too many
Right?
times and it just
Wait
went.
for the
Please
end.
join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, roll call, please.
Blair,
Present.
De Palma,
Here.
Dangland,
Here.
Unruh,
Present.
Rumble.
Here. All right, looking for a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
Thank you. Second?
Second, yeah. Second.
Thank you, Steve. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, that brings us to our reports. We have the Treasury report, the Reconciliation report, General Ledger report, Designated report, Building Department report, and Parks and Rec. I don't see John. And then, what did I miss? Senior Center, sorry.
Face here.
And then the CDBG report. So, all right, so that brings us to trustees.
Just stay up
Oh,
top.
sorry, Faye. Yep,
I'm like, face here.
sorry, Faye. Would you like to speak about your report? I am sorry. I did not look up.
And you didn't hear me say face.
I did not. And I said hi to her when I got here.
So the senior center is going to participate on October 18th at Treats and Trails out at Hadley Park. So I think we're going to do a graveyard, but family-friendly graveyard, nothing really bad. And then I didn't get a chance to tell you this, but I got a letter today from the state. So bingo, we will not be having it in January and February. Their year is March to February. I just figured we'd start in January, but no. So, and now they're sending me through all the hoops that now they want all this information and all these papers and for that bingo, plus then for the special bingo. And I'm just like, they're even saying I didn't put the address on it. And I'm like, so.
Right.
So no bingo in January and February, but then we'll pick it up, start in March for the Friday night. But we do have a special one coming up on the 24th of this month for a Halloween party.
Oh.
So, I think that's it.
Thank you, Faye. All right, that brings us to the public hearing for Brandon Township Community Development Block Grant Fund fiscal year 2026. Oh, sorry, that's gift star. I'm sorry. Trustee Scott, do you have anything to say tonight?
I'm good.
Steve?
Thanks for remembering us. No, I don't have anything.
I caught it. Just trying to skip everything today.
You told
I'm
me you
good.
had
You
the
got
table.
my table.
Yes.
I'm good.
Okay, treasurer?
Oh, no. Oh, go ahead, never mind.
I actually got it right.
It got thrown off now. It's okay.
Must be a huge solar flare going on.
There is, actually. Okay, so summer taxes are still being collected in the office. They are late now, though. We've collected about 97%. They became late on 9/16 when 1% was added. October 1st, 1% was added. November 1st, another 1% will be added. And so on every month until we can't collect them anymore, which would be as of March 2nd, then they would go to county. So if you want to avoid those 1%, get in and get paid. We still have dog license for 1 year. They renew in December, so that's slowed down. None of my subcommittees met, but this Wednesday, my Lake Louise board is meeting. I did get to meet the Oakland County Treasurer, Robert Wittenberg. I had a meeting with him and Paul Zolink, the investment administrator, and Jill Robbins, one of the deputy treasurers and property specialists. So that was a nice meeting to get to meet them finally and just talk about tax collection and state issues and everything else.
Ooh, fun.
It was fun.
Ooh, fun.
I wanted to say thank you to everyone who put on stuff and helped out with September Fest. It was a great time and a great turnout, and I really enjoyed myself there. Farmers markets are over. Thank you to everyone who worked on those with the DDA. Those were fun this year. And then Art at the Mill was a great event too. This weekend is homecoming parade on Friday at 5:30 in town, and then on Saturday will be Witches Night from 3 to 9. So wear your witch's hat and come out and attend.
Thank you, Dana. Rosalind?
Okay, good evening. Thank you for attending October's board meeting. The clerk's office has been busy preparing for the upcoming election. Absentee ballots did go out on September 25th. We do have an election commission meeting this Friday. If you would like an absentee ballot for the November 4th, 2025 special election, you may go online to the Secretary of State's website. If you go to voting, click on elections, and you can fill out the application there for a ballot, or you can contact the clerk's office. There will be no early voting for this election. Just a reminder that early voting is required for state and federal elections only. And I just kind of wanted to follow up from our last meeting regarding the revenue sharing. I did reach out to the governor's office, our state rep, and state senator. It looks like the state budget retains statutory revenue sharing to be funded for all townships at the fiscal year 2025 level, but the constitutional revenue sharing is reduced by approximately 6.3% for the new fiscal year. At the end of September, I did attend the annual CDBG workshop. The clerk's office did receive $33,761.19 in reimbursements from CDBG. The reimbursements did include fire department equipment, BGYA, and the senior center. September Fest was great. The car show has really grown over the years. The vendors were fun. I enjoyed shopping and seeing all of the people. So I just want to say thank you to all of those who made September Fest a success, from planning the event to working the event and everything in between. And also, I would just like to thank all of our first responders from our jurisdiction and surrounding communities who responded in Grand Blanc a few weeks ago.
Thank you, Roz. Yep. Supervisor's report, just wanted to say I did have a great day at September Fest, and I wanted to thank our Parks and Recs department and our facilities department for handling all of that planning and setup and takedown. That went off without a hitch, so that was great. And then I'm also looking forward to Witches Night Out this weekend, like Dana mentioned, with the DDA. So, and again, that's from 3 to 9 if you're not doing anything on Saturday and want to come hang out with the witches. All right, so that brings us now to our public hearing. Brandon Township Community Development Block Grant Fund, fiscal year 2026. We need a motion to open the hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Steve. Can you roll call that, please?
Stengland,
Yes.
Unruh,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
De Palma,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. Is anyone here to speak on Community Development Block Grant Funds for 26? Okay, seeing none, we need a motion to close the hearing.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Steve. Can we get a roll call, please?
Stengland,
Yes.
Unruh,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
De Palma,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. That brings us to correspondence. We have the Parks and Rec September Fest meeting minutes from September 24th. That brings us to citizen comments on agenda items only, and please limit your time to 3 minutes, please, if anybody has anything for agenda items today.
Kind of related to September Fest, but I think maybe I should wait till the end. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would be on the-
Yep. Okay. All right, and then seeing none there, so that brings us to our discussion. If you see under the discussion, I put a email in there that I received from Oakland County in relation to NOHAS. We have been for the past 10 or 12 years doing it every 3 years. I just wanted to bring this back and revisit it to see if we wanted to do it more often. I will tell you, our residents do like this, and we got a lot of, I don't want to say compliments, but a lot of thank yous for doing it again this year. We had 209 participants this year, and it's going to cost about $20,000 with the admin fee.
Do we know how many we usually get? Is it up? Could we go maybe every other year instead of every 3 years?
We can do whatever we
I
want
was
to
just
do.
wondering, yeah, I know. I'm just throwing that out there. Do you know how many went
I was going to
3 years
recommend
ago?
at least every other year too. Actually, that's what I wrote down here. But I think
I
3
was
years
reading
is too
in
much.
I think 3 years might be. Do you know how many went 3 years ago? Do you
I
recall?
don't
I
off the top
either.
of my head. I'd have to pull that out.
I would think that every other year try, and if
And the cost, I will tell you that we're one of the only communities around that doesn't do it every year out of the surrounding communities. And our county commissioners have asked me a few times why we don't, and I just said because that's what our board voted for. But I would agree at a minimum, changing it to every other year, but does anybody else have an opinion?
I think every other year would be a good start.
I'd go for that.
I'd go for the every other year
Okay.
and see where we're at.
Yeah, like, because obviously, if we still have 209 next year, then obviously it's looking like every year it could be needed. But if next year we have, but it could be different people coming too, if there was any way to keep track of the people who come.
We do get an address of every person, but you have to
Yeah.
go through all the emails.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of work, but I was just thinking, if it's
You can
same
definitely
people
get the
coming every year.
participants.
Yeah, or if
And we
can.
do have CMI and we do the township cleanup twice a year as well.
Yeah, let's try that and see what costs it is then.
Okay. So I will tell them that we're not going to do it for next year, but we will in 27. Okay, perfect. That's all I had that for there. We don't have to vote on that or anything. All right, that brings us to our consent agenda. We have regular meeting minutes of September 8th, special meeting minutes of September 23rd, regular bills in the amount of $13,782.21, and prepays in the amount of $580,736.35. So we need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Thank you, Steve.
I'll second.
Thank you, Scott. Any additional comments on those items?
No.
Okay, Cindy, can we get a roll call, please?
Conrad,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
DePalma,
Yes.
Stengman,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. We have no unfinished business, so that brings us into our new business. The first item we have is our reappointment. Our one alternate member's term is expiring, and he wishes to be reappointed for a new 3-year term as the alternate. So I am recommending that we reappoint Paul Minor as an alternate member of the ZBA.
I'll make the motion to appoint Paul Minor as an alternate member of the Zoning Board of Appeals with his new term of office ending October 31st, 2028.
Second.
Dana, thank you, Steve. Any additional comments? Seeing none, can we get a roll call, please?
Blair,
Yes.
DePalma,
Yes.
Stengman,
Yes.
Unruh,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. All right, the next item is the equipment upgrade for the township truck. This is the truck that we got from the fire department. We're looking to put a flatbed, dump box, and a salt spreader on that so it can be used for plowing and other things in the off-season. But we did receive 2 quotes on this back, and one was from Bostic Truck and the other one was from STE. So we're looking to purchase those 3 pieces of equipment, so and these are supposed to be the rust-free type. I forget what its actual word is, but it's rust-free, so it should last longer than the truck, most likely.
So in this motion here, I see it's STE
It should
Bostic.
be Bostic.
It'd just
STE
be
should
Bostic, so
Yeah.
okay. I'll make that motion to accept the quote from Bostic Truck Center in the amount of $17,450 to the needed equipment upgrades.
Thank you, Steve. Somebody like to second
I'll
that?
second that.
Come on, Scott.
Thank you. All right, any additional comments on motion 1?
Quick one.
Can we get a roll call, please?
DePalma,
Yes.
Stengman,
Yes.
Unruh,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. And then motion 2 is just to amend to put more funds into the budget line to pay for those pieces of equipment.
I'll make a motion to amend the budget for 101-265-977.000. Equipment from $40,000 to $60,000, with addition of $20,000 coming from 101-000-699.101. Appropriation from general fund carry forward.
Thank you, Steve.
I'll second.
Thank you, Scott. Any additional comments on the transfer? Okay, can we get a roll call, please?
Stengman,
Yes.
Unruh,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
DePalma,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. All right, and that brings us to the holiday schedule for 2026. So, Rosalind?
So what we have is the holiday and meeting schedule for 2026. We have all the holidays that the township is going to be closed. We have election dates at the bottom that we are planning for next year. And then, does anyone have any questions about the calendar?
Nope.
Looks
No.
good to me.
Looks good to me. I'll make
And then we have the elections at the bottom too, if you didn't say
Yep.
that.
I did.
Okay, I missed that part, sorry.
I'll make a motion.
That's okay.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 meeting and holiday schedule as presented.
Second.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Steve. Any additional comments on the calendar?
No.
All right, can we get a roll call, please?
Conro,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
DePalma,
Yes.
Stengland,
Yes.
Rumble.
Yes, motion carries. All right, that brings us back to citizens' comments. Please state your name and limit your time to 3 minutes. Larry?
Larry Hayden, resident of the village of Ortonville as well as Brandon Township. My comments kind of relate to Septemberfest. It comes back to, I'm aware that there's been a certain amount of tension between the township and the village. And I'm not really happy about that. I did see that that did have a negative impact at Septemberfest in particular because I was supporting the event as a CERT team member. And no, you know, in all past years, we've always had the village DPW has supported that. Bob does a great job. This year, I noticed that our village DPW was absent from that. And I believe it was due to this kind of like deterioration of the collaboration between township and village on events and other matters. And I saw that as a detriment because there were 288, in his example, what I saw was that really embarrassed me as a CERT member and as a community member there was 2 designated handicap parking lots. Neither of them had signage. And we had to tell people who were looking for handicap parking that they had to go down the library and take the shuttle back. And I see that as a negative impact for our residents for the event and also a negative reflection on our community for people coming out of town. For me, it doesn't matter how things deteriorate, why they deteriorate. What I would like to see, I understand that there's some valid, and in my opinion, valid concerns on both sides, and I think both sides feel they're doing what they think is best in the interest of the community. I want to just ask if there's some way that our 2 boards can get together and try to put all the points of contention on the table, work them through so we can get back to collaborating and working together for the benefit of all the residents in all of our communities. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you,
Larry,
Larry.
I'll just tell you, that was at the direction of your village manager, so you might want to talk to him about that, why they weren't there. So, but I'm just responding, but.
Yeah, and I will admit that I've seen some of the communication that's been going on between the 2. Obviously, being on the village council, I get one side of the story. I know there's another side of the story too. As I said, I believe both parties believe that they're trying to work in the best interest of their communities, but there's been a bit of a breakdown in the communication. I would like to see us get back to working together rather than, at odds with each other. Because we really do, we're too closely knit as a community. We can't afford to have these things. We got to find a way to work out the points of concern that are currently on the table and get past that and start working together again.
Anyone else? Laura?
Hello, my name is Laura. I'm the Brandon Township Public Library Director. And I just wanted to take a minute and thank the Township for allowing us to put one of our little free libraries in the Township Park. John and his crew put that in last week, and anytime we can get literature in the hands of kids and adults, it makes us really happy. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, see none. Any additional board comments? Scott?
Nothing for me.
Steve?
No, sir.
Dana?
Yeah, I had also reached out to our senator in our House of Rep regarding the constitutional sales tax, or the revenue sharing on the constitutional tax, and I was sad to see today that it didn't go through, that they lowered it, so thanks for reporting that, Rosalind.
I
Rosalind?
just wanted to follow up from
Yeah.
what you said at the last meeting.
Yeah, so.
I have nothing.
Okay, and I have nothing further, so you're looking for a motion to adjourn?
So moved. Or
Second.
support.
You're making
I'm making a motion, yes.
Okay,
And I will support.
there we go.
Or should we table that
All
one
those in
until
favor,
meeting?
please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.